Hello and welcome to Naya Inqilab News. News updates all over the world. I'm Hina. Let's begin with the headlines.
Ruling TRS President and Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Sunday left for Mumbai from here to meet his Maharashtra counterpart Uddhav Thackeray and Nationalist Congress Party NCP President Sharad Pawar as part of his campaign against the BJP's alleged anti-people policies. The Election Commission of India (ECI) on Saturday ordered the Telangana State Chief Electoral Officer to register an FIR under the Indian Penal Code (IPC) and Representation of People Act 1951 against BJP Gosha Mahal MLA T. Raja Singh for his statements threatening voters in Uttar Pradesh. With aesthetic paintings and pictures including child-friendly cartoons, animals, moral values and historical structures, the walls, floors and doors and windows in government and local body schools will soon turn into learning material for students. Spokesperson of AIMIM Inqilab Party and High Court advocate Kavi Abbasi had filed a case against Zahid Ali Khan Sahab that he has built his house on the property of Waqf Board. As soon as the case went to the court, the verdict came in the favor of Kavi Abbasi. Many officials investigated the case and the judgment came that it is a property of Waqf Board and it should be demolished immediately. A differently abled woman who was sexually assaulted and allegedly set ablaze by a person behind a PHC at Maddur in Narayanpet district on Friday evening succumbed to the burns while undergoing treatment at Government General Hospital, Mehboob Nagar on Saturday. Protest against Nizamabad MP Dharmapuri Arvind for his failure to honor his electoral promise took a violent turn on Saturday when BJP workers clashed with TRS activists and hurled stones on them, leading to bleeding injuries to a sub-inspector Vamshi Krishna Reddy on duty in Dharpalli Mandal in the district. More and more graduates were opting to become entrepreneurs and it was imperative for higher education institutions to provide the right inputs at the right time, IT and Industries Principal Secretary Jayesh Ranjan said. In a horrific incident, an alcoholic hacked his mother to death for refusing to give him Rs 200 to buy liquor at Rajiv Nagar here late on Saturday night. A police constable died by suicide at his house in Nacharam early on Sunday. The policeman, identified as Tejavut Raju, was working at Maheshwaram police station. One person died and 14 others were injured when a speeding car rammed into an auto rickshaw from the rear at near Vageshwari Engineering College at Thimmapur Mandal on Rajiv Raharadi on Sunday. The auto rickshaw turned turtle. A 40-year-old woman who went comatose after suffering a brain hemorrhage while resisting a snatching bid in Delhi died in hospital 12 days after the incident. The victim fell off an e-rickshaw on her way to attend a wedding when two bike-bound men snatched her bag. The perpetrators were arrested and will be charged with murder, said police. After being dropped from Test team, wicketkeeper Wriddhiman Saha revealed after he scored 61 against New Zealand in Kanpur in November 2021. Sourav Ganguly texted him on WhatsApp saying, "As long as I'm here, you'd be in the team." Saha added, "Such a message from BCCI president really boosted my confidence. What I'm struggling to understand is how things have changed so fast." As the COVID situation has eased, the Karnataka government has resumed the Grama Vastavya village stay program from February 19. The program, initiated by Revenue Minister R. Ashoka, was temporarily suspended due to pandemic. Voting for 117 assembly seats in Punjab began on Sunday morning amid tight security arrangements. Polling started at 8 a.m. and will continue till 6 p.m. While granting a decree of divorce to a couple, Kerala High Court ruled making discreet phone calls frequently by the wife with another man disregarding the warning of the husband. That too at odd hours amounts of matrimonial cruelty. The court, however, noted that the evidence of phone calls is not enough to infer adultery on part of the wife. The Congress in Karnataka continued its agitation inside the Karnataka Assembly for the past 3 days, demanding removal of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Minister K.S. Ishwarappa for his alleged statement on the national flag. India reported 19,968 new cases of COVID-19 during the last 24 hours, said the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Sunday. According to a study published in Nature, biotechnology scientists have found a way to brew non-alcoholic beer that tastes just like regular beer, unlike the existing non-alcoholic beers which are poor in taste. The Indian High Commission in Canada has issued an advisory for Indian students affected by the abrupt closure of 3 colleges in the country. High Commission has been approached by several students. In the event that they find any difficulty in reimbursement of their fees, they may file a complaint with Ministry of Higher Education, Government of Quebec, the advisory stated. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky facing a sharp spike in violence in and around territory held by Russia-backed rebels and increasingly dire warnings that Russia plans to invade on Saturday, called for Russian President Vladimir Putin to meet him and seek resolution to the crisis. Russia is preparing to plunge. Europe Minister Boris Johnson has said, warning that any invasion of Ukraine would freeze Moscow out of global finance. The Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf PTI government and opposition Jamiat Ulema-e-Islam Fazl JUIF, which are always at loggerheads, have come together to oppose Aurat March in Pakistan, local media reported. Gold rates: 22 carat gold rupees 46,000 and 24 carat gold rupees 50,190. Dollar rates: $1 is equivalent to 74.68 Indian rupee.
With this, I end up with the headlines. But before that, let me remind you, please don't forget to press the bell icon, like, share and subscribe our channel. Take care.